Fred here, welcome back to the Gear Obsession channel. In this episode we will be taking a look at the ThruNite MCC4 Universal Battery Charger, so stay tuned. I'm really looking forward to this review. I absolutely love these kind of chargers, and especially this one because it has an LCD screen, and the more things that have information and numbers and stuff, I just love them. These chargers are awesome because they're not a one-trick pony. I think that's the expression. You know, they don't just do AA's or don't just do AAA's. They do a wide variety of batteries. Specifically, this one does the 22650s, the 18650s. That should ring a bell if you're into vaping. Like y'all know, I'm into vaping. Or if you're into those serious flashlights, which I've been reviewing them. Also, it can take care of your 17670s, your 18490s, your 17500s, 17335, 16340s, 1450s, the 10440s, the AA's, the AAA's, the I think it'll even do a C battery. Just lots of batteries. And also, it doesn't list them, but I'm pretty sure it works because I've done it on here. It also does the 18350s, which is again important if you're into vaping, which I am. So, and I know a lot of you are. So anyway, really cool. Let me show you what you get with this. You get the charger, there it is, which we'll be taking a close look at, and we will turn it on and check it out. Get a power cord, and we also get this, what do you call it? It goes into your cigarette lighter in your car outlet, so you could go ahead and keep it in your car. So if you got a lot of flashlights and you need to charge them in your car, you can. Or your camper, or things like that, camping out. Survival situation. Good deal, right? Okay, well, let's go ahead and take a close look. Now, as you can see, it has 4 bays, which it can charge each battery and different types of batteries independently. It detects what's in it, and it figures it all out. It can handle the metal hydride, nickel metal hydride, and also the lithium ion batteries. So it can, you know, figure out the chemistry and the voltage, and it will charge it appropriately. Does a really good job. Other things that you will find on here is these 2 outlets. You have the one for the 110 power cord, and the 110 power cord right here, right there, and you also have right here the plug for your car outlet. Has little raised nubs here for the feet. Really nothing else all around. Now, taking a close look here, you can see the metal contacts up here. They're slightly raised, so it could even handle batteries that do not have the button on the top, which is important. And then, of course, you have the metal contacts here on the bottom that are spring-loaded. Additionally, if you look here, you can see that there's some springs, and those aren't springs, those are contacts. That basically, if you put a really large battery like 18650, it is going to push this plunger contact here all the way down so it touches that spring all the way down there, which adds some extra power. Basically, it will shoot 1 amp, I think, the 1 amp circuit, so it will charge these guys a little bit faster. According to the documentation, this can charge 4 18650s at the same time in 3.5 hours. Pretty impressive. Now, yesterday I went ahead and just charged one of these. It did it in less than 2 hours. That is amazing. My my i4 here could not do it that fast. So I am really impressed. So I'm going to go ahead and plug this in. Now, I'm going to go over some cons here because I have been using this. This is not just an unboxing. This is a real review. One of the heartaches I have is this power cord is not very long. I mean, it's I don't know, maybe 3 feet long. Not very long. It needs to be longer. But we'll go ahead and plug this in, and you can see this just goes into that plug. Again, there's for your 110, there's for your 12 volt for your car. We'll go ahead and plug this in, and I will plug this in the outlet. I went ahead and turned off one of my studio lights so you could see how the display lights up, and I wanted you to see the viewing angle. When you're almost right on top of this, the LCD is a little bit light, but doesn't have enough contrast. But when you get it to an angle that's off just a little bit, then it starts looking really clear. So just sort of keep that in mind. If you happen to have this down and you're looking straight down at it, it's going to look crappy. You just need to back away that way just a little bit. The viewing angle is just set up like that, so it's 10 degrees from top over and then all the way down to about 90. It's nice and clear and dark. Another thing about the LCD panel, I'm going to go ahead and take this off for a minute. So off the power, because I want to show you something else. The screen, the plastic that's over it is soft, so be careful when you're touching the LCD. I want you to see how it sort of prints a little bit. I hate when LCD screens are like that. So just be careful. Don't press too hard on it. I wish it was harder. I guess that's my only other con, that I wish that was a hard plastic covering. But this is $39. I'm sorry I didn't put the cost, but it's probably in the title right now, right? But it's $39, and you're getting an awful lot, so enough to where you could overlook those two things, the short power cord and this, with no problem whatsoever. Generally, you shouldn't be poking at your LCD screen unless it's a touch screen anyway. Alright, so I happen to have some batteries. These are mostly all charged, or they're probably not even halfway depleted, and it's not good to keep on charging these batteries without letting them go all the way down. I know they don't have memory anymore, but then I read other articles that say you still should discharge these all the way if you want them to last. You should be able to get like 300 to 500 recharges on one of these 18650s. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this in here so you can just sort of see what the display looks like. And you can see that's coming up right now. It's at 4 volts. Usually when these things get depleted, they're around 3.5 or something around there. When they're fully charged, they get up to about 4.2. At least my 18650s do. Now, you also have reverse polarity protection, so I'm going to go ahead and purposely put one in backwards. I put positive down here, and you can see it's not charging it. It's staying 0. So that's good. So let's go ahead and turn this around. There we go. Oops. And now you can see that one is charging. Actually, you can't. I gotta make sure I keep this tipped. So I don't even know if you saw that it stayed at 0 when I did it in reverse polarity. So I'll go ahead and keep that tipped. So you have that reverse polarity protection. It's not going to charge it if it's backwards. Now another thing I noticed, these things are nice and smooth. Inside, I took a real close look at the rails at this Ryzen, and they greased them. There's like a little bit of grease. On my Intel i4, they're not. So it's sort of sometimes a little stiff. I know I'm going to get a comment about saying that. Anyway, there you go. There's 2 charging. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the 18350s in there. Now if you notice, no button. These are flat tops, so we can make sure that these contacts in here are sticking out enough to work with that. There we go. You can see it says 4.2. You might have to play with them just a little bit to get them to take. Sometimes that's just what happens. Alright, so I have all of them charging. You can see you have a low, medium, high little indicators right there. You can see that this guy is done charging. It's not blinking anymore, and all the the 3 little LCD things, the little, medium, and high, are all staying consistently on. So I got 4.1 volts. And you can see most of these batteries are almost fully charged. I wonder if I got one that's not charged. You know, as a matter of fact, I got my mod here. I've been tooting on this thing an awful lot, testing out a whole bunch of new e-juice. So let me take this guy out since this one is fully charged and put this one in here. You can see this one has no button. So let's go ahead and pop that one in there. There we go. So you can see what one looks like. That's low. See, it's 3.6 volt. And you can see only the little house, or whatever you want to call it, right there is blinking, so it has a long way to go. See this guy, 4.2, all done. Again, generally the 18650, 18350, 4.1, 4.2, that's a full charge. So let's wrap things up again. That was the ThruNite MCC 4-bay universal charger. Can't put D's in here though. Double A's, triple A's, C's, and all this stuff. And 350s are fine. I have not had any problems. Again, you could see how that screen, you know, the angle of view right there, could be something that someone doesn't like, so I'm just making you aware of that. And again, short cord. I can't get more than 3 feet away, so if the manufacturer's watching this, for the love of Pete, get a longer cord for this. But still, with those couple of things, it is highly recommended. For $39.95, it's a great deal. I will put the links below so you can find it on Amazon as well as the ThruNite website. Okay? Well, thank you very much for joining me here at the Gear Obsession channel. I really appreciate every friend, viewer, subscriber, and especially you. And I hope you have a great weekend. Take care. Bye.